What was the dumbest thing you ever did to try and impress a girl or guy? My senior year of high school, I told one of my best friends, who was also this sweet, beautiful, very in shape, football playing boy, to throw the football as high as he possibly could and I would catch it. You know, to impress him and make him realize I was the girl of his dreams, he threw it high. I did not catch it. I did fracture my pointer finger when it bounced off my hands. Had to wear a frigging finger cast to school for a few weeks and go to physical therapy for my finger. He felt terrible. I felt like an idiot. He did buy me "I'm sorry" flowers though. So, that was nice. People at school thought my finger brace was hilarious. Since I was constantly walking around giving a number one hand gesture due to the brace, everyone at school started giving me the number one gesture when I walked by them. Good times. Did he realize you were a girl of his dreams though? This past year I threw a fairly large college house party just so the guy I liked could attend. I didn't want to show him too much favoritism, so I tried to run around and talk to everyone as I was the main host. Luckily my best friend kept him company, and acted as my faithful wingwoman. The night ended with me and my crush talking outside, getting closer and closer. Until he asked me if I threw the party for him. Even being drunk didn't soften the blow of straight awkwardness. I tried to laugh it off and deflect, but I'm a terrible actor, lol. Looking back, it was kind of obvious the entire party was an excuse to see him, and I now understand why I liked reading The Great Gatsby so much in high school. Guys are idiots. There is no way he figured it out on his own. There is a traitor in your story. I lied and said I had experience in journalism, because I didn't think we'd have anything except a brief encounter, when I'd actually only taken one class in college. Our first date he took me with to report on a local clash between police and citizens, and I got tear-gassed and robbed. This takes the cake. And the wallet. Ah yes, nothing says I fancy you like taking her to the riots on the first date. I've posted this before but still funny to me. Dating a gymnast in high school. We go to a park and I see parallel bars that are designed for stretching, but I'm convinced I can do a handstand on them because I'm awesome. She keeps insisting they are too far apart, but I don't listen. Attempt said handstand. They were indeed too far apart, so I collapsed down, jamming my chest past my hands and strain forward / tear all the ligaments holding my chest muscles to my breastbone. Good times were not had later or for a long while after. The funniest part is that this was her area of expertise and you still decided you knew better. Laughing smiley. My chest muscles just cringed in sympathy. When I was a teen I took taekwondo classes and there were two beautiful girls around my age. They liked to go and have a smoke behind them all before class, and I wanted to be cool and impress them, so I took up smoking too. It was about 2 weeks in when one girl came to class early, so I went and had a smoke with her. Then the next girl came in and wanted to have a smoke, so I went and had another one with her. When we came back we started doing our warm-up laps and I felt very queasy. I had to throw up, so ran outside, right next to the Dairy Queen. I threw up all over the glass wall where the cashiers and several people eating looked on in. Took my friend to the driving range and she asked if her insanely hot friend could come as well. Said friend mentions she's never hit a golf ball before, so I'm thinking jackpot, I've got a way into talking to this girl and an excuse to ask her back out one-on-one if that goes well. Get to the range. Hit a couple of warm-up shots while she's getting her clubs rented and she takes the spot next to me. Decide really crush this ball to impress her and give the swing everything I've got. Missed the ball and clipped the ground and broke the club right off the pole. It proceeds to bounce back and smack me in the face and give me a solid shiner, all while she's watching. My first serious girlfriend is home alone and I think this might be the day I get off of second base. I'm all of 13, hormone-addled, and obviously confident this girl is the love of my life. It's midsummer and I know I can bike the 3-ish miles pretty quickly. I tell my parents I'm going to see my friend right around the block. They warn me that a thunderstorm is rolling in, and I tell them it takes no time to get there. 10 minutes later I'm only halfway there, terrified, crying, pedaling as hard as I can to go downhill against the wind. My all-metal framed, BMX knockoff Huffy doing its best to not get hit with lightning and fuse me to its shiny silver exterior forever. 30 plus minutes after that, I pull into her garage and thank God that all the rain has hid the fact I've been ugly sobbing the entire way. Her parents then pull in as I'm literally hunched over trying to catch my breath. I tell them this was the only house I knew on the street and it would have been life-threatening to bike the rest of the way home in this storm. They smile, probably knowing it was a lie, and treated me to a nice dinner. It ends with a very awkward drive home with her father, my bike in the back of his truck. I was alone in a park in front of my house. I was standing by the monkey bars just fooling around. I was around 10 at the time. I see a group of around 5 girls cycling towards me, all about 16 years old. Thinking I can impress them, I jump on the monkey bar, still looking at them to show off. Turns out, completely missed the bars, fell from a 6-foot wooden playground flat on the face. Teeth trough my lip, crying and everything. They ran over, asked me where I lived and carried me home. They were really sweet about it, but it was pretty embarrassing for me. I was abroad in Dominican Republic. They had a dance competition on a stage, anyone could enter and it had around 200 people watching. I was about 9 to 10ish and spotted a cute girl who must have been around 14 to 15. So obviously I decided the best way to get her attention was to get up on stage and dance my heart out. Cue 3 minutes of awkward shuffling, while maintaining constant eye contact with that girl, and horrified /queasy looks from my parents. The coordinator cut me off early by pretending the speaker stopped working. I got a pity clap sad smiley.